Hello and welcome to our next video. In this video, I'm just going to quickly touch base on how you should proceed using the resources files going forward. So each lecture will have its own resources that are needed, and I'll point them out at the beginning of the video when we start working with code, what you'll need. But what you'll have to do on your own is create your own project. So then you'll import files. Now that way, since I'm going to be demonstrating in Eclipse, it really won't matter if you're using Netbeans or Eclipse. Just get the files, the Java files themselves, create your own project, and add the files as needed. So you can do that in Eclipse or in Netbeans. So here, let's start in Eclipse. I'll show you how to do it in both. And that way, whichever one you're using going forward, just get the files you need for the specific lecture and go ahead and create your own project and import those and make it so that you can start working with the code along with the lecture. So when I'm in Eclipse, what I want to do is create a new project by selecting File, New, or hitting Alt-Shift-N, and then selecting Java Project. My project name is going to be Eclipse Syntax Basics. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and just hit Finish, and that will create my new project. And I have the files that I've downloaded for this project, Hello World, Eclipse Syntax, and Runner.java, that I'll need for that lecture. And so what I'll do is go ahead and import those here using import, and I'll just go to the file system, and I've just placed them on my desktop, but wherever you place them, it should be easy to find so you can easily browse to it, and then you select the files that you need to import and hit finish. Now that created my Eclipse Syntax Basic in Eclipse, and now I can work with my code and use it just like I need to. So next I want to show you how to do this in Netbeans so you can do the same thing with the same two files. So here, if you're using Netbeans, we're going to do the same thing that we just did in Eclipse. And what I want to do is go ahead and create a new project. Again, I could hit Control-Shift-N. And I want this to be a Java application. Now Netbeans is going to give me warnings about not using the default source package, but we're going to go ahead and do that anyway. It will run just like we'd like it to. We're going to place this project in our regular folder wherever we're storing that on our machine, so make sure it's pointing to the proper folder. And here again, we're going to name this Programming Syntax Basics. So it's the same name, we're just now in the Netbeans version. You can name it whatever you'd like, it really doesn't matter. What you want to do though is make sure that you have the right code in place. So the Netbeans has stubbed in code for me. So I want to actually remove this. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete it. Safely delete. And we'll go ahead and refactor that so that it's gone. And so in order to get my files into my Netbeans project then, I'll just drag these from my desktop, which you can't see me selecting the files, but I have selected the two files off of my desktop. And I'm going to drag them in and place them right in my package here. And they are going to now be in place and ready to be used in my code. And so that wraps up our look at getting our project started. So again, going forward, what you'll do is just get the files that you need for the specific lecture and go ahead and create your own project, naming it whatever you want that makes sense for that project, and add in the files as needed. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.